In this video we're going to add a name tag to the piece to camera clip that's in the viewfinder at the moment. So I'm going to deselect the audio tracks and we're going to go to the visual effects. Now if I go and add a title, and we're going to use the faded strap and logo, which is in the text part here. If I double click on it, you'll see that it's added some symbols here, and that logo is the entire length of that shot, which is not what you wanted. You wanted to fade in and out. So we'll just undo by going Control and Z, and what you do instead is you add an in point and you add an out point of where you want it to come out, and then you add the effect that you want. And in this occasion it's going to be the fade strap and logo insert, and it's now added a FX1 to this, and the controls for all this are now in the settings. So what we're going to do first is have a look at these settings very quickly. We've got the heading and the subheading, where the heading should be my name, George Kingsnorth, and in the subsetting we'll put video producer as such, and I added a new line which I didn't want. Now you can see that there are what they call safe lines. If you're viewing these videos on television, where the safe line is, the T and the H will now be missing on the TV set, so we need to make sure that's moved around. And we can do that here, or we can do that in the positions over here by selecting position and moving them backwards and forwards. Now we'll set those in a short time, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a logo. So I'm clicking on here and I'm going to locate a logo which we've got just here. So I've selected that one and go OK. It now is appearing here and it's the wrong size, so what we're going to do is scale it down to about there. And again, if we bring that in, we can see where the safe lines are, so we need it to be close to that green line there. So we'll go to position and we'll go along the X and we'll just bring it to about, let's say about there. That's fine. And now we can bring each of these in a little bit closer to about, let's say about there. Should be fine. And that's looking okay, except we can't see the logo very well. So if we close those down there, and what we want to do is to look at the shape, and we're going to change the color by clicking on here, and we'll make that red. We can change to any of the colors, but we'll just keep that to red. Now on the right hand side we can change that if we want, but we'll keep it around about there. At the moment the lower side is black. We can change that to any color that we like. And we have an alpha here. If we go back to the black part and go down, you see we have the alpha there, and we can make that slightly translucent a bit more, which is quite nice. We can also change the width of the banner, either to stretch right across or to go part of the way across, and the same with the top and the bottom part, and the left and the right, so that can be quite useful. Blend, we can play around with the blending of the logo. And that's basically it. That should probably do the job. I might make the end here stretch right across. and that is adding our little clip, our little name tag to the person that's in shot. And we'll just have a quick look at that in edit mode. We get the soundtracks back by selecting them and then just press play. Clients. So morning everybody, and thank you very much for coming to today's meeting and taking this video conference call. So again, if we just deselect all of those and go to the end there, because I think that's just a little bit too long, and once it's gone across to the white on this side, we can drag that to about there, let's say. Now the other problem is we've got those ins and out points marked, so there's a little diamond in the middle there. If we click on that, we can clear the mark in and mark out. And that's adding. Good morning everybody, and thank you very much for coming to today's meeting. And now the only thing we might want to do is go again to the effects and have a little fade in.